Hello and be welcome to a little review about the Bodark weapons for the Recon. So I bought the weapons and you receive a machine pistol, a submachine gun, I think it's in English, and you receive a sniper. Well, it's called a sniper at least. So it's the VSS-H Bodark and the PP2000H Bodark, C Bodark, okay? And the rest is just additional. So the machine pistol is a great weapon for close range and until middle range, I think. But as you see in as you see in the shooting range here, that it's still precise, but that it still has a lot of recoil, and on 100 meters you get lucky when you hit the target. Well, yeah, it's still okay, but you can't really shoot precise. And on 130 meters you cannot hit anything, even not even with semi-automatic. Okay, so this weapon has great damage of 61 headshot damage on 30 meters. Here, 21 meters, 95, which is still great. 59, oh my god. And here on this distance, the headshot damage is, 54, so this is great for an MP. It's nearly the best I've used so far with my OC14 with long... No wait, my OC14 has upgrade. A medium barrel has 45 damage and this one has 45 damage too, but we have 170 fire rate more. The ready time is far much smaller, so this weapon is a really great weapon for close to about mid-range, or something between close and long range, close and mid-range. So if this weapon is totally worth it, I'd guess, because it's just lots of damage with great fire rate. So, and the sniper, this is what I'm gonna talk about in this video. And I'll not put any in-game video of in-game gameplay for this weapon because it's just comes with it, and I don't know where to put it, so it's a sniper for first. The control with no scope is pretty much like a sniper, just more precise, more bullets hitting the target than with other snipers. So, but now comes the big but. Headshot. First the headshot damage. It's a sniper, of course. I think the headshot damage is as much as the M14 Assassin's Creed or Arc Edition, but I can't really look for it right now. Well, it's a little less than SR25, but here we've got this M14 still. M14 long barrel. The A as well has more headshot damage than this M14, okay? So you can actually call it a sniper. But as it doesn't have an opportunity to put in bottom attachment to this weapon, so no legs or no grip, so it actually has quite a recoil if you are in this if you really are in battle. So it goes back quite quickly, but the second shot isn't actually where you placed the first shot anymore. So this isn't a weapon on long range to fire several shots. So okay, let's say this is a sniper for long range. You have to use it as sniper. It's precise, you hit everything on long range, but nothing more and nothing less. No great damage, and the fire rate actually doesn't result in any it isn't really good for long range. So this is a sniper with moderate and or little damage, but with great fire rate. So what's the fire rate for? You can easily use it on close and long range to shoot at targets, and use it as a submachine gun or more as an assault rifle, as it was once before it wasn't in the store anymore for the assault. I think it was tier 2. It was the long range A as well, and now it's assault rifle sniper. The damage reacts just as a sniper, okay? So you get far more head damage if you hit the head than with the same damage with an assault rifle or a light machine gun. And I don't even want to talk about submachine guns because they never have as much damage. But it reacts, but you can actually really use it well, far better than other snipers on close range. But if you use it like this, you're not with no scope. I actually think it's worse than other guns because you do not hit targets as well. So you're not as good on close range than other weapons. So this is sniper, okay? Then you say it isn't meant for close range or mid range, but it has this weird and absolute high fire rate for a sniper. So you actually tend to use it in close range more than in long range, okay? Because of this headshot damage. It's not actually that great, so you actually think, might as well just go into close range with this great weapon and kill most of my targets with 3 bullets, okay? And go in close range, and the other weapons just are so good in close range and have this fire rate that you actually do not... most times it's really hard to kill the others, and you do not win most of the times. Okay, this is a sniper, but I don't know how to play with it. Is it a sniper? Is it an assault rifle? Do I have to use it on long range and camp? Do I have to use it on short range and actually be at the front with this weapon? How do I have to use it? And even on the battlefield, you actually hit. It actually is great. It is precise. So if you use it as sniper, then I can actually put this other... Which one did I use before? Try. So if you actually use this, you actually... Come on, I want to show something. Well, it's not that precise, okay? So it's not for far range. It's not a sniper for far range, but you can use it well for 60 meters and 100 meters. Come on, 83, okay. But you know what I mean. You can use it very... Come on, don't be an absolute bullshit sniper, thank you. So you actually hit the target quite easily and precise. Come on, so you have to adapt to this weapon. It is a sniper, but on long range you don't stand a chance against an SRS or in KSVK, so you actually tend not going on long range, okay? But when you go on close range, you don't stand a chance against the LMGs, the submachine guns, and the assault rifles most of the time, because of this small fire rate. The damage is about the same you do in the same time as with an LMG or an assault rifle, well, far more than with a submachine gun, I guess. And you only need 2 shots. That's why I'm not complaining about the ammo pool of only 20 shots. Actually, I think it would be great if it had an ammo pool of 30, 40, 50, 60, then no complaint, but it would actually be unfair because because then it would be the absolute weapon, and nobody would want to use an LMG or a submachine gun, or you know what I mean. It is a crazy weapon. If you hit the target on close range, you only have to fire 2 shots most of the time. If they use an extra good ammo, no, not ammo, wait, here, techs, if they use extra good suits with all of the slots filled, then it can be that you need 3 shots, but with Magnum ammo, if you use it, shots in the body, 92, so you actually do not ever have to use 3 shots on long range, and even on mid range. Come on, who has 180 health points? Okay, so it's a great weapon, but it's just this sniper maneuverability, because it's better than other snipers, but I had the feeling that if you shoot out of the hip, it's not as precise as other weapons. So you actually, out of my experience, have to shoot with through the scope. So you really have to train to use this weapon, because it's nothing you've ever used before. So I'm not really adapted to this weapon, so I cannot really say whether it's good or not good, I'll actually try to be good at it, because then it's the most OP weapon you've ever used. And I hope I'll be able to use it, because it's not nice anymore what this weapon can do. But I'm just not good at playing it yet, because I cannot use it as a submachine gun. I cannot really use it as a sniper, what it actually is. So I'll just have to adapt and hope that I can play it soon enough. And with Magnum ammo, come on. And one thing I have to add, if this weapon comes out in Modmaster, it will not be nice anymore, because fire rate 400, okay? Long barrel. Which means that with a short barrel, you'll have at least 500 fire rate. And damage, I guess it'll only go down to maximal. It won't go below 70, okay? So fire rate 500 and damage 70. That's with the characteristics of a sniper. That's really, really overpowered. But some of you may say that some LMGs have nearly have this damage of 70. Well, look at this. This has 56, 58, and then the new weapon, the PKM Bodark, has a damage of 73. 73, can you believe it? It would have, it doesn't have the characteristics of a sniper, but it has a far better, but the fire rate and the damage are great. Well, the fire rate isn't, but the damage is great for an LMG. This is what this pack is about. A really great damage with a fire rate you cannot resist, because come on, 216 damage and a fire rate of 190. What do you want more? And a damage of 73 and a fire rate of 570. Come on. And then for the assault, if you the KPS is the same, but the F2000, okay, 940 fire rate with a damage of 44. This pack is only overpowered. And as I bought it for the Recon, I cannot say that it's bad to buy it, because for the Recon actually it's really good. I just don't know how to use it yet, so try it for yourself. At least the sniper. The MP, it's just another MP with values in between two weapons. Well, I think it's just immediate of OC14 and perhaps CPW. So they're just trying to cover everything with the MPs. But these weapons are overpowered. So just at least a sniper, because it's not really a sniper. Try it out and figure out what it is. I'd love to see your videos in the comments, and perhaps I'll try to use videos of you for an extra kill collection of this weapon, because I really want to show what this weapon can do and what not. So please, if you use this weapon, post me some shots of you killing with this weapon, and perhaps I'll make a montage of it. So thank you for joining, and we'll be seeing each other